Good morning. It's turned out nice again. How's it going, guys? You all right? Yeah, good. I'm all right. It's early morning. I have been so busy. We're going to talk about that in a minute. Look, see, when I'm stressed, I always go like that, or like, you know what I mean? You can just watch my body language. I tell you, if I start talking to you on a live stream and someone says, "Do you think Alan Slott's going to be the manager next year?" And then I go, "Well, it means I'm stressed," because you know what I mean. So you'll work that out. You all right? Yeah, good. I'm in a good mood, really. I wanted to kill her this morning, but I'm in a good mood, really. I'm sure we'll be friends again later in the day. She said to me the other day, right? She said to me, "You and half gone grey since I met you," and I was like, "Oh, I wonder why that is." Yeah, I wonder why that is. So I had my hair cut yesterday, so it doesn't look as grey now. I'm an handsome devil, aren't I? If I weren't such a chubster, I'd have a lot more women after me than I've already got. You know what I'm saying? I do need a shave, though. I do need a shave. So yeah. Now listen, I've never had a problem with women. Right, my mum told me, God bless her, I really miss you, mum. I do. My mum told me, if you could make a girl laugh, you were in. It's true. It's really true. And trust me, when they see me naked, they fucking piss themselves. I shit you not. Now, if you've got a good personality, it's amazing what you can do, honestly. Over the years, you know, I've been a little bit insecure sometimes. Oh, you know, no one's going to like me, stretching my T-shirt and that. We're always wearing black and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? Can't walk around in pink or white, can I, or stripes or out like that. You know, like, because always makes a big difference, the colour, doesn't it? But, you know, a bit of insecurity. But you know what? If you've got a bit of personality about you, a bit cheeky, cheeky's really important, guys. Don't you know what I mean? Be all right. You want to see some of the fucking women I've married. That's right. Not girls that have been in my life, but married. I'm on an hat trick now. But that won't be happening anytime. Oh, she's not here. How are you doing? You all right? So this is a morning briefing. Welcome to my channel. Now I want to make something very clear to you right now if you're new to my channel. Keep that shut if you've got nothing good to say. All right? This channel, or should I say this video, is a morning briefing. It's a briefing in the morning where I like to speak to my friends. Now, my friends are my subscribers. My bestest friends are my channel members. Just saying. No, but my friends are my peoples, you know what I mean? And that's how I see people on here, as my friends. That's the ones that leave comments and say, "Are you all right, Dunk? Not seeing you for a few days. How's Charlotte and Rob?" That's my kids. Or Harry, my grandson. Those people are my friends, all right? So I run a channel like that around here. Now, if you're one of the people that just stumble on the channel, you know, and then start telling me what I can and can't do, you're not going to last long around here, to be honest with you. So the morning briefing is just like a casual, catch-up. So there'll be nothing exciting in this video about Liverpool. Well, there might be. I don't know, because what I do is I hit record and just see where it goes, to be honest, which is like most of my videos, to be honest with you. Now, still sound like I smoke 60 fags. I've had that all week. Morning, you all right? Yeah. So, guys, I've been so busy, you won't believe it. See, straight away, do you see that? Straight like that. So if I'm stressed, mate, all right. Okay, so I should have put the microphone on to record this, but to be honest, I can't be asked to go and find the microphone. I want to have a quick catch up with you, tell you what my schedule is, what my plans are, what I've been up to, why I haven't been here. Most of you know anyway. And then I'll do my acknowledgements. I'm a few days behind, and we'll take it from there. First of all, I want to know how you are. All right. Some of you message me sometimes and say you're not very well. I just messaged Paul, actually, Paul K, one of my super duper amazing channel viewers, friends, if you like. He's been having a rough time, so I just like to check on him every now and then. You know, that's what I do. That's what I do with my peoples, you know. We've got a family here, proper family, and if you want to be involved in that, that's fine. If you don't, you just want to lurk, that's fine too. But yeah, we have a family here. Now, I am planning a live stream this evening at 7 p.m. UK time. I say planning because things are change all the time for me at the moment. I've run Cop Talk, the website. This YouTube channel came later, runs parallel with it. The YouTube channel is, I'm not a YouTuber, you know, oh, I'm going to create a YouTube channel because, you know, no. The YouTube channel enables me just to speak to my friends, all right? So I've done Cop Talk for about 30 years. And over those 30 years, almost 30 years, to be honest with you, I've spent most of that time in my house, working from home. There's been periods in the last few years, even when I met my ex-wife, we recently divorced mutually. No big dramas, no affairs, no violence, no dramas. Just she had to go and work in England, and I had to stay here. And then COVID hit, and we spent a long time apart, a few years apart, and it just fell away, unfortunately. Why did I get onto her? I can't remember why I got onto her. What was I saying? So when I met her, which would have been around 2009, 2010, I remember her saying to me, after we got together, I remember her saying that she was the girl that she was closest. She went, I've met this guy online, but I think he's a bit of a hermit. He doesn't go anywhere. And what I'm trying to say here is I've spent nearly all that time in the house. In a typical week, maybe wouldn't cross the door once in a week, maybe once. But things have changed now. Things have changed. I started going to a local cafe, as my long-term viewers know, and doing my paper and analysis in the morning for the channel, for the website. That got me out a bit more, interacting with people. And recently I became involved with my local football team as a supporter, and I'm now a director at that football club, basically growing and running that club. That's what I do now. It's CF Benidorm. It's owned by David Villa. He's my boss, if you like, or one of them. And I'm very happy and very involved with that football club. So my life's changed, and it's just, I'm exceptionally busy. I was exceptionally busy prior, but I was just always in the house with Cop Talk, because I'm a workaholic. I'm a perfectionist with certain things. And it's what I've enjoyed. So I'm not complaining that I've been in my house all the time, but recently things have just, my life has changed, is what I'm saying. And my peoples that have been with me, don't forget some people have been with me since the 1990s and have grown up with me, or seen my kids grow up and stuff like that. Or, I've seen their kids grow up, or they've had kids, whatever. Some of us have been together all that time. On the members' website. YouTube didn't exist when Cop Talk started, right? So things have changed. and I'm really enjoying being involved with my local football club and making a difference to the community. And I think one thing that's made me really appreciate it, if you like, is I'm close to the manager, right? And I interview him a lot, and for the program and things like that, and for my own social media stuff that I was running before I was a director of the club. And he speaks a lot about the kids, and their dreams. I think he calls them dreams on sticks or dreams on legs, basically. In other words, they're always running about dreaming of being, the next Messi or Fernando Torres or whatever. Do you know what I mean? And he always, I remember he said something along the lines of, a successful football club isn't just about, as a fan, I've always thought a successful football club is just about the higher the division you're in, the silverware you win and things like that, right? But what I've learned is the more successful the football club is, the more successful the town is and the community, and the more opportunities it creates for those kids with, dreams on sticks or whatever you want to call them, the more opportunities they've got maybe of becoming a footballer. Teenagers maybe leave school, even if they're not interested in football, maybe get employed. Business, boost, especially near the stadium, but also for tourism, because if you've got a team, in the top divisions, you get people that come in. So it's made me realise that a football club can really help kids, young people, the local community and all that. And I get a massive, massive, massive buzz out of that. And previously, before my involvement, I never really thought about that, So being a part of that growth is massive for me. It really is. And I'm learning all the time, right? So the thing is, it's taken me away from my Cop Talk stuff a lot, as my peoples know. But the good thing is that a lot of you guys are football people. So you're interested in my little journey and the things that make me happy, because maybe you've followed my channel for a while and you think, Dunk's all right, I like him, he's really happy. Because you've seen me when I'm really sad, relationship struggles, financial struggles, the passing of my mum, in 2012, which to this day is, well, you'll know if you've ever been in that situation. So my peoples on here have seen me rock bottom, and now they're seeing me really, really happy. And the good people, the people that are here for more than just a bit of Liverpool news, they like to see that, and they show an interest. So, for example, since I've been at the club, we've introduced a match day program, right? And I basically do the match day program. You can now buy the match day program online for the very first time, right? I'm going to put a link in the video description, right, on here. Should I do a link in the video description? Yeah, so if you click in the comment section, there'll be a link at the very bottom that says, hey, match day program, if you want to buy the match day program. And you'll see what I have not created, the designers have done all that, but you'll see the content that I do, and a lot of the photographs in it are mine, right? So some people now just have a little, keep a little eye on what's happening with the other club, right? My other club, right? Your team in Spain, if you like, right? Or their team in Spain. And a couple of people, when I discussed the program, said, can I get the program done? And I was like, well, I'll speak to the club, see if we can get it online. And everything takes forever in Spain, do you know what I mean? So I took it upon myself this week and said, look, here's a PayPal link. If you want to get the program, I'll sort it out for you. All right? I didn't even get the all clear. I don't need to do that. What's the point? Just do it. All right? I'm up there. There's 4 of us run the club. I'm one of them. I don't really need to ask, but I just thought, just let them get on with it, right? So leave them alone, sort of thing. So you can now get that program online. And I posted on here for the benefit of those that are interested. Those that aren't interested could just skip past it. Some people aren't fucking interested. Don't blame them. It's up to them, innit? A lot of things I'm not interested in. What I'm saying. But I don't moan about it. And someone left a comment saying, why are you posting that? Why are you posting that? Not fucking interested in it. Fucking, well, I might not swear. See, that kind of attitude don't work for me around here. Because it's obvious why I'm posting that. Because as it said in the text, for those of you that have asked, this is the link if you want to get the program. Obviously, it helps the club. I mean, it's like, what, €2 or something like that? €2.50 maybe with the PayPal thing, I'm not sure. I don't think it's going to make a huge amount of difference selling half a dozen programs and the club gets $1.50 or something after PayPal or €2. But the point is, someone said to me, can we get it online? Niall yesterday, God bless him, my big brother Niall, I'm sure we'll be giving a shout out to Niall. He bought 5 copies, right? And it's nice for me to go to the club and say, hey, we've got international fans, Do you know what I mean? But some miserable motherfucker had to come on here and say, why? I'll tell you why, right? I could do what the fuck I want on my own channel. And I will do what the fuck I want on my own channel. Same in these morning briefings. People go, well, there's nothing Liverpool about it. It's a morning briefing. It tells you at the beginning of the video, hey, look, I'm here to catch up with my peoples. If you don't like that, or anything I do, or anything I say, there's an exclusive remedy. And that's created a lot of hate to me over the years because people don't like being put back in their place. Do you know what I mean? I will do anything to help anyone, but I ain't going to kiss anyone's ass, On this channel, if someone comes to me and goes, hey, Dunk, I work for the my local non-league club, is there any chance you could I'd be like, God, absolutely, mate, definitely. Do you know why? Because we're football people. Now, maybe you're only interested in Liverpool. That's amazing. I used to be like that. But as I've got a bit older and the top flight games changed a little bit, my interest for top flight football's gone off a lot. And Alan Slott's not really helping me with that, to be honest with you. I still think he'll be sacked. I do. So that person that said, they can't comment on here anymore. I have zero tolerance for people like that. It's like when I do a male stand and people go, is it necessary to tell us at the beginning of every video how to make... Yeah, it's really, really, really fucking necessary. I tell you why, because life doesn't revolve around you, all right? And there might be a new person that's come along and gone, oh, I don't understand this feature. What is this? All right, I get it, all right? So... I don't think it's a very difficult thing to do. Oh, it's a male stand. I'll just drag the thing along a little bit, a minute, 2, something, and then I'll skip it. Are you that thick that you don't know how to do that? You know what I mean? Maybe I shouldn't speak to people like that. Maybe I should be all very, political, and very like, oh yes, hi guys. I ain't got time to sit around, fuck around. All right? So, if you watch a mail stand video and you know how it works, just think to yourself, well, he's got to say that. I'm sure Dunk doesn't want to sit there and say it every time himself, which I don't. But what about someone that's new? Can we not just help people in life? Can we not just help little football communities? Can we not just help people online? Can we not just be nice and stop thinking about ourselves all the time? That's my message of the day. Be nice. Do you know what I said recently? Be an asset. Be an asset, not an arsehole. Be an asset. Be an asset to your girlfriend, to your boyfriend, to your husband, to your wife. Yeah? Be an asset to your employer. Be an asset to your community. Yeah? Be an asset to this community by becoming a channel member. No, but you know what I mean? Like, if you're just going to put a negative comment in on any kind of video, whether it's on this channel or else, you're not really offering anything to society, are you? So, yeah, maybe you're not interested in it. There's a match day program there, guys, for any of you that, but why don't you just browse past it? I mean, you took time out to like, I'm not really interested in this. Nobody's interested in what the fuck you think at all. The only people that I'm interested in are the nice people. The people that even go, I'll be honest with you, I really don't give a fuck. But I'm still here, pal. They're the nice people, aren't they? Do you know what I mean? I have zero patience and tolerance for anyone that doesn't offer anything to this channel, this community. Do you know what I mean? And that's why I do thumbs down my vids. Because I don't like being told the fucking truth. You know what I mean? So, if you think about it, that example, two people interacting on a post, I post a match day program, say, guys, this is like, something I'm proud of this. You know what I mean? I'm proud of it. All right? And I'm helping my community. Yeah? For no gain, I don't get anything out of it. Right? Other than satisfaction. So I did that bit. Then there's people, there's maybe more than two people. So there's me, there's him, moaning, fucking moaning and groaning. And then there's people like Niall that buys a copy. Right? So you could say it's three people. I'm sure there's somebody else. But you know what I mean? So me and Niall are doing something that is constructive and supporting a community. And then we got one person moaning and fucking groaning. And you know them people are out there all over. I guarantee you that mofo is doing nothing for their community. You know what I mean? Anyway, that's been on my mind since last night now. It has just been on my mind since last night. Look, I want to show you something. And I didn't know this was here. Right? Ta-da! Look, I don't care if someone comes in and goes, oh, is that all we're talking about now? Yeah! It is. It is. Because there's not much to talk about in Liverpool, is there? What we're going to talk about? And it's like, have you seen what Sky Sports has said? We'll do some videos about that. But in the morning briefing, I'll do what I want to do. Yeah. Like, don't get me wrong. In my normal videos, I don't need to talk about other shit like that. But in my morning briefing, I'll talk about what I want. I want to show you these posters. I had these posters designed, I'll have you know, because maybe someone's interested about stuff that happens at a football club. Maybe. Or maybe they're just interested in me. Whether they're a hater, a lurker, or whatever. So, I've got these posters made. These are in English, but for the first time ever, at this football club, they were also produced in Dutch. Because we have a Dutch community here as well. Significant Dutch community. So here's a really good idea. Let's involve more people in our football club, in our community. So we got the Dutch poster designed. Now, the English poster is this one. Ta-da! Right now, the club, there's a little mark on this one, so it won't be going anywhere anyway. So, this is my team, my club. As Rafa Benitez would say, my club. Playing CFI Alicante on the 26th, which is Sunday, at 12, at the Estadio Guillermo Amor, Benidorm. Tickets €10. Not bad, is it? €10. 15 and under free, and it's in Spanish and English, look. Buy online or pay at the gate. WhatsApp info if someone's a little bit confused, or, is the disabled access? Little questions that people might ask, right? So, the club used to do a poster. I revised the entire design, right? This is Kobo, King Kobo, our striker, and this is Yotta, centre back. Brilliant, right? I love these guys. I took this photograph, by the way, at the game. I'm the photographer as well. Oh, I do everything, right? Am I allowed to talk about this on my own channel in the morning briefing? So I changed it. The changes I made was the date, because before it was in Spanish. So, it would have text or whatever. And I said, why don't we just change it to, well, I didn't actually say why don't we, I said just change it. We have design people in Valencia, right? So I said, put it in digital format because this is multilingual, right? Everybody understands that. This used to have a H on the end for Spanish, the time. Not a deal breaker. But I said, I don't think we need that. Take that off. Like, we might put PM. The Spanish would put H. I just said, just put 12. Right? Because it's obviously not going to be midnight, is it? Right? The stadium address used to be, the stadium name used to be on the poster, but it never said Benidorm after it. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, well, it's CF Benidorm don't. Everyone knows that. Sure. No, trust me, there's some thick people out there. I've realised that in life, especially on this channel in the comment section. Right? So now I said, no, I want Benidorm put in there so people know it's here and not on the outskirts. Tickets, price. The former poster never had any pricing information of the tickets. And I think fellas sat in a bar might go, oh, it'd be 40 quid, that. I'm not going to that. We're not going to that, are we, Dave? Nah, fuck that. We'll go and see them strippers instead. But now they go, Dave, it's only a tenner. Do you fancy it? Right? €10, so the price is there. And it never said before that kids got in free. Now, if you're a family, you might be there and thinking, oh, I can get away from her for a few hours. I'll take Ben's. Hey, Daddy, I'm going to go to football. Brian, €40 to get in. It'll be 20 at least for them. No, we're not doing it, but it's not. It's €10 and they're getting free, though. Right? Because it says free. Right? So I'm trying to help families there. See, I'm doing my bit. Right? So no financial reward whatsoever for the club. But, hey, it's only a tenner. Your kids getting free. It's now displayed on the poster. Previously, there was only a QR code or a web address to buy tickets. Now, in Spain, it's free. It's difficult because in Spain, you've got to provide identity. So you've got to put your passport number in. If you're a tourist, if you live here, your national ID number, right? Some lad sat in a bar. Hey, should we go to football? Yeah, scan that QR code. Right, what's everyone's passport number? I don't fucking know. Don't know my name. Now, look at the bottom. Buy online or pay at the gate. See, I introduced that text. So now people can go, oh, the stadium's here at 12 on Sunday. It's only a tenner. I can take the kids for free. I can pay the gate. And if I don't know where the stadium is, I can WhatsApp this number. Now, I'm sorry, but I'm a genius. I'm telling you right now. So there you go. I'm really proud of that. Match day programme, you posters, watch and see if the attendance grows now, my friends. And I'll tell you this, right? So, the first game I took over to try and increase attendances, I requested 15 of these, right? For 15 new establishments. Excuse me, could you put the poster up, promote our club, right? They tell me, or the previous people told me, that they get 100 posters and display them in the resort. I've never seen them. I've seen one or two near the ground, or in like what's called the Old Town area, but not in the British area. The Spanish are not very they won't go to the football unless you're really flying high, right? Even though we're second top, right? The British, however, you could be 10 divisions below what we are, they'll still go and support football. British people, European football. Not European because Spanish are European. But each country is different, right? I don't know what it's like in your country. As a British man, I know that British people will go and watch us play 8 o'clock up a mountain on a freezing cold night, regardless of status. But they reckon they put out 100 posters. I've never seen them, and certainly never in the British areas. So I got 15 on the first one. This fixture, this one on Sunday, I asked for 50. So I went from 15 to 5-0 because my volunteers, my team of volunteers that go and do this, I don't do this, they go out and do it, right? They said we can get more bars and restaurants on board. So they took 50, 50, yes, see. Okay? Then they said, we've done all the posters, Big Dunk. And I went, you're joking. No, can we have some more? I got another 90. So that's 140 posters going up around the area. Extra to what we had before I was doing it. 140, right? And 15 in Dutch. Now, that doesn't sound a lot, but I've got a new fella. He's a lovely lad, right, called Jeff. And he's Dutch. He created the Dutch and Belgian supporters group. He said, could I get some in Dutch? I said, yeah. You translate it for me. Tell me what I need to put on. Just 15, I think. 15, 20 maybe. Because he's starting out. But he's putting the effort in for his community, for his people, you know, from his country and Belgium as well, right? So, lots of things I'm doing, which is why I'm not here as much as I'd like to be with you. But in all honesty, Cop Talk does come first, right? And the owners and everything, they know that Cop Talk's my baby. And they know that if I turn around and say, no, you know, Slot's been sacked, I need to live stream all day and have a party, they'd understand that bit anyway. But the season's nearly finished here. We've got 2 home games remaining. I think this Sunday, May 10th. I think it's 10th of May. Is that Sunday? And there's the league position at the moment. We suffered a defeat last weekend, 1-0. Shock defeat. 3rd from bottom, playing us, and we were top. And someone, you know these people I'm talking about, away from Cop Talk, but elsewhere, someone went, they're bottom for a reason. They're not going to up the game, because I said the manager says they're going to up the game. And he went, no, they're not. They're bottom for a reason. What did they do? They upped the game because they've got to survive, right? If you know your football, you know that's what happens, right? So we lost 1-0. It was the worst game I've ever been to. I think I'm fortunate enough never to have gone to a Liverpool game where I've walked away distraught, because every final I've ever been to, Community Shield, we've always won them. Oh no, I know the Community Shield against Leeds United, was that not 5-4 back in around 1992? I don't know, but it wasn't such a. I didn't feel the pain then, because Leeds United were, half of my family support Leeds and half support Liverpool, and all them goals, good day out, Wembley, it was all right. You know what I mean? The mother of my children went to that game with me. And when we got to the station, the train station to go home, it was the last train back to the north of England. And we were both running for the train. And the train started to pull off. And you've got people blowing the whistle, hey, you can't go down the platform, get fucked off the fucking, I'm not staying in fucking London, not staying in the south of England, are you joking me? Not a chance. Well, I jumps on the train, right? And then she's running behind me as the train's getting faster and faster and faster, and she's falling further and further. I was like, oh my God, no. And the Leeds United fans were all leaning out, like literally hanging on to each other with their arms out, and got her on. So we might say dirty Leeds, and maybe you don't like Leeds, but I'll never forget that day. Do you know what I mean? Leeds fans are, oh, you're on, darling. Fucking hell. I was like, oh, cheers, lads. Nice one, man. Do you know what I mean? This is what I'm saying. Like, you don't have to hate everyone. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's some cocksuckers. We got cocksuckers that support Liverpool. I should know, because I have to deal with them every day on here. But some people are nice. Be an asset. Be an asset to your football club. All right? They were an asset to their football club, because here I am, how many years later? 35 years or something later, talking about them lads that helped us. They could have gone, fuck off, you know what I mean? But they didn't. They were an asset to their football club. Because here I am talking about it many years later. Don't get me wrong, I'm sure there's many that would fucking leave you standing. Something else I want to tell you about, football related. This book, in Espanol, in Castellano, okay? You can see it's Spanish, right? The Manager, okay? This book is written by the son of our manager, right? Which is the gentleman here with the, I think you work out who the manager is, all right? That's him there. Now, all in Spanish. Now, I get by with my Spanish, but that's a lot of Spanish. I just want to tell you something. These Ray-Ban Meta glasses, right? I can wear these glasses, look at the book, and say, read that to me. And it translates the Spanish in real time to English. How amazing is that? That's amazing, isn't it? Do you not think? I'm only telling you because I just think it's really clever. The good thing is you can go on holiday with these, right? And I'm not on commission. I don't get paid for this. I'm not an influencer. Fuck that influencer. I buy nothing that I'm an influencer. Did I say influenza? You can go on holiday any country in the world with, a different language, and you can pick something up in a supermarket and go, can you translate that? I'll tell you. Ray-Ban Maters. Well, I mean, you don't have to get Ray-Ban, just Maters. I think Oakley do them as well. There you go. Just giving you some tips on life. You know me, I'm always giving you some tips. Oh, we've got a WhatsApp already. Oh, it's a love heart, that'll do. A factura, that's a bill. 25th of the 4th, is that today? No, that's 2 days from now. Hola, ya está disponible tu factura. It means Movistar. It means my internet thing there, looking corner. Is that? Oh, see that? Look, there's a cup there. It says Chicago. A certain American girl sent me that many, many years ago. And here, some of you remember that. No names, please. I've still got the cup that she sent me. Yeah, bless her. I think she hates me now. I don't care, to be honest. No, she was a lovely girl. And unfortunately, COVID fucked it. She ended up with someone else. But if I was him, I'd always be thinking, I'm only her boyfriend because she couldn't have big dunk because of COVID and they fell out. That's what I'd think going through life. So just you remember that. Second best. Right. Meow. Right. Should we do some shout? I'm in a really good mood today. Let's do some shout-outs. I'm sure I'll start telling stories and forget what I was telling you. I think this, all of what I've said so far is my way of saying I've been a bit busy recently, all right? And if you don't like it, so yeah, hey, we're 1 point clear in league. No, we're not. They're 1 point clear in league, El Dense. With 2 games remaining, guys, 6 points at stake, all right, for both of us, and they're 1 point clear. You do the math. You know what's got to happen, right? When we lost that game last week, that bus coming back, because I still travel on the supporters bus, even though I'm a director, just saying. All right, I still travel with the boys and girls, right? That does make it sound. I'm just saying I like my friends, right? You know what I'm saying? I have never felt so unhappy to do football forever. My friend said to me after the game, Dave, he said, isn't it funny this season? He went, I'm not really enjoying it as much as last season. Now, the last season, we were fighting relegation. Right? Fighting relegation, literally going to every game and getting beat. We got relegated by 1 point. We got promoted the previous year, struggled in the higher division and dropped by one goal. In another game determined our fate. And on the last game of the season, we played our local rivals away from home who were top of the league. We were bottom, right? Or there, down at the relegation. Local derby, their stadium, they're top, we're bottom, and we fucking beat them. And the other team let us down, so we got relegated. So we spent all last season, like getting battered. And my mate Dave said to me, he went, last season we just turned up, got drunk and enjoyed ourselves, even though we got fucking battered. He went, now look at how it's changed. Like, we're like riding high, and now it's so serious to us all. Like, it's like no one's enjoying it because the defeat is so hard to take. And for me now, because I know what it means to so many people that are invested in this club, and I don't mean financially, I mean, the coach, the players, the admin team, all the stuff that people don't see when you follow a football team. Just the effort, you know what I mean? Like, if we don't go up, man, it's another level of pain. And when you start to understand these things, it doesn't matter what level of football it is. You know that I'm seeing the other side. I've always been the football supporter. Do you know what I mean? And now it's not just about winning the league or gaining promotion. It's about what it is for everyone. All them kids, there's 700 kids in the academy. 700 kids that all want to be a footballer. Dreams on sticks, right? And if you don't get promoted, they're going to be so upset. I mean, I'll be... so my haters are probably like rooting for the other team. That makes sense, doesn't it? I don't blame you if I was you. But such is life. What I like is the ability that I can come on here, talk to my peoples about anything. And your real friends, the people that are with you, who go, I find that interesting. It's football, you know. It's better than talking about, you know, what's going to happen, you know, at Anfield at one, because nobody knows what's going to happen at Anfield. And it's gloomy as fuck, to be honest with you. If I was recording a video other than my morning briefing, I wouldn't be talking about any of this shit. So my morning briefing is a clue to people. They know that I just come on here and talk about my life and what's going on. And it is all relevant to my channel and what I do, because if I didn't tell you what was going on and what I was doing, people would think, well, Dunk's lost interest then, hasn't he? You know, or I'm a channel member and he's taking piss because I'm just a channel member. He don't care about me. Yesterday, me and Laura, my girl, who also works for the club now, because she assists me, I'm her boss in many fucking ways, I'm telling you. Right? Yesterday we had a board meeting, right? We were doing some planning for some stuff to do with this weekend's game. Went on for hours. And then when we left, I thought about you guys when I was at this board meeting. We were having a video call with the owners, who was, remote, not local, but was in on this call, and we were sat on this, like a video call, and, you know, hunched around a big table, discussing things, and the planning, the detail, the safety regulations, council approvals, just all these different things that you don't see when you're a footballer. And imagine what it must be like, you know, for the Premier League, you know, all these things you've got to do that you'd not think of. We just turn up, don't we? You don't realise. I mean, I realised a bit, my dad was a football inspector, right? He was a police inspector, right? He worked for the police for 33 years in the police, right? And in Scarborough, where I'm from, you had a licensing inspector, which he was at one point. You had each inspector had a different specialist role, if you like. So they weren't just on the beat; they were also, you know, had other things to deal with. So at one point, my dad was the licensing inspector, which meant that, you know, he checked on the pubs, the nightclubs, was in charge of the raids. So on a Friday night, when I used to go out with my best friend Kenny, who died when he was 37, my dad he'd be sat there in the lounge in his full police uniform, his gloves and flat cap on the side, because the others wear the tit, whereas his was a flat cap because he was the boss. And he'd have his briefcase open and a stack of papers. I go, right, Dad, I'm going out. Where are you going? I'm off to see Kenny. We're off for a game of five-a-side. You're not going to Berlin's tonight, are you? I wouldn't go to Berlin's, Dad. I'm not 18. None of your friends are going there, Addy. I wouldn't know that. I'll be at football with Kenny. That was my dad saying, we're going to raid Berlin's tonight. You know what I'm saying? Why am I talking about my dad? The fuck am I going down that route for? I don't know. Why is I talking about him for? He killed himself in 1993. Silly bastard. So I've got a few life experiences, mate. I don't know why. Why did I bring him up? Kenny? I don't know. You're watching now, aren't you? Going, Dunk, it was about it. I don't know. I don't know if I want to go back to that situation. I don't know. When he died, planning. Planning. He was responsible for football safety at Scarborough Football Club. And he used to go to Premier League games as part of the, you know, working with other police forces and things like that. When he died, they gave him a minute's silence at Scarborough Football Club. You know, which is, I'm sure you've seen minute silences before. But to be a part of it and looked after by the club was nice. It was a nice touch that day. The entire stadium stood up for him, you know. I don't know why people can't just let me be who I want to be on here. Like my morning brief. In fairness, if I was going on about stuff that's now to do with Liverpool in videos that are about Liverpool, I would understand it, really, to be honest with you. But I don't. My morning briefing is the bit where I get to express myself and tell people about my life, who I am, what's happening. People have seen me at rock bottom on here. People have seen me crying on here. And I've sat afterwards and thought, I shouldn't really put that online, really. But then it wouldn't be me. It wouldn't be real. So should you edit who you are? Or should you just be you? Thank you. Dog just replied. But do you know what I mean? I've often thought that don't put a video online of yourself crying, because there'll be people go, oh, it's just attention seeking. You know the sort of fucking awful, miserable people, dregs of society that are like that, right? You know, there's people can't ever be like, oh, lad's upset. No, it's always doing it for attention. It's always like shit like that, isn't it? You know. And then your haters, oh, don't put that on. They'll take piss out of you. Nah. You know, them people, those two different types of people, it doesn't make a difference to you. Do you know why it doesn't make a difference to you? Yeah, I don't. No, the reason it doesn't make a difference is because I have so many good people on here that have been with me. It doesn't matter if they've been with me for years, decades, or 1 or 2 days. But you've only got to look in the comment section. I don't know if you ever read the comments on my videos. You watch the comments under this video. People are lovely. You know, I said last week, I do the Revolut, like that's my beer kitty, the Fuck It Fund, right? And I said, I'm not going to ask on this video if anyone wants to support me and get me a beer at the weekend, because I don't deserve one, right? Because I've not been here for you too much this week, right? I got to tell you the story about the meeting with her yesterday, see how I've gone off. Right, I'll come back to it, meeting. I said I don't deserve a beer this week, so I'm not going to ask you for one. It wasn't reverse psychology, it was being genuine. More people bought me a beer that weekend than usual, and were saying to me, you know, when they messaged me on Revolut, were saying, here's a drink for you, since you don't deserve it, Chubbs. My peoples are amazing. And that's why I'm so open in my videos and honest. And people don't like it, they can go fuck off, can't they, guys? Because the nice people will be left behind. It's not for me to say I'm nice, you can judge that yourself, yeah? But I think the majority of people here are nice, good people. This video will get thumbs down. If you're one of those people intentionally thumbsing this video down, I really don't know why you would do that. I mean, it doesn't make any difference to me. I find it funny. I mean, sometimes it upsets me, and then I go out there and cry into my swimming pool under the Mediterranean sun. Definitely got a thumbs down there. But I don't quite understand it, because it means you have a problem with someone trying to do right in life, someone trying to, you know, tell people to be an asset, not an arsehole. It says more about you, I think, if you feel the need to do that, because you can't connect to that positivity. I think. I don't know. It's a shame, you know, if you thumbs down that they should make people say why they thumbs it down, because I'd love to go through it. I thumbs it down because, do you know what I mean? The psychology behind it would be really cool. It doesn't make any difference. Do you know what? A thumbs down is the same as a thumbs up. It's one view, one interaction. I never knew that. Some people get really upset by it. I always laugh. I did a live stream yesterday, and I think Niall bought a super chat for 50 euros, I think. And as soon as that went on the screen, I was like, oh, Niall, man, you fucking... Do you know what I mean? I left it on the screen, and the minute I did that, my stream got thumbs down. Not thumbs up, hey, fucking well played. If I was watching you do a live stream and someone bought you, I don't know, fucking beer or something, like, yeah, nice one. Go on, nice one, fair play, man, you deserve it. Fucking true. I'm not saying I deserve it, because I'm saying recently I haven't been here much, but people are funny, aren't they? It's like, I was thinking this in car this morning on the way back after I dropped her at work. I'll get to that story in a minute, by the way. You know, when people are successful or win money or something, you get, oh, fucking money goes to money. You know, someone's won 10 million on Euro Millions, Sharon, bastards. Why? I know there's some people out there like me, but my attitude is like, nice one. Fucking great. Nice one. Well played. Rest of us will stay in poverty, but fuck it. Well played. Delighted for you. But what? Some people are just so fucking miserable. And what's the defence? My life's shit. Oh, I can't be doing that shit either. Fuck that shit off. You know what I mean? Well, we're going to have a competition over whose life's shit. Dad killed himself. Mum died way too soon after fucking 8 months in hospital. My best friend died at 37. Another lad that we played football for us hung himself at 15 in local park. You go on and on and on. I had some horrendous fucking news in my family about 2 weeks ago, 10 days ago. Dreadful news. Didn't make me be miserable to people. Well, I just don't understand them people in society. Oh, they deserve every bit of fucking misery they get. They do. You know what? Henry the Hero came on here yesterday, right, on a live stream. And he said, I'm really struggling, Dunk, at the moment. I can't put a smile on my face. And Henry's right. I call him Henry the Hero because he's a fucking hero. Right? He's a hero. But I didn't respond to him with the same attitude I'm responding to other miserable people. Sorry. What I mean by miserable is people that are down. I don't mean you're a miserable cunt. That's miserable Martin, who is actually one of the funniest around. What I mean is, Henry, the hero, was saying, I'm feeling down, right? But he wasn't going round taking it out on people. Whereas some of these people, I got no sympathy for them people. You know, the ones that think they're a victim but really aren't. Those people, they get right on my tits. And I said to Henry, do you know what I said to Henry last night? I went, you called Henry the hero for a reason, Henry. Think about that. That means, in my eyes, you're an hero. And when he comes on my live streams, people call him Henry the hero. And when he said he was feeling down last night, other people, immediately, good people, were like, hey, been there, or I'm going through the same, reach out to me if you want to speak, Henry. And I tried to say to Henry, from my experience, I've been there, Henry, I know, and it's a waste of time, you know, trying to tell you to do this or do that. But it'll get better, mate. Might have to get worse a little bit before it, but it will get better. Those are the people in life that you want to spend time with and go, are you feeling a bit down? Oh, sorry, mate. And then, because in your head you're thinking, that's a nice person. Can we do anything to make them happy? Yeah? Versus those, I'm so depressed. Nothing happens. Nothing goes right for me in my life. My life is in ruins today. Why is it in ruins today of all days? The bus was 5 minutes late. Fuck off. I can't stand people like that. No. But I like Henry. He's cool. He's good. I'm enjoying this morning, baby. It's been a while, hasn't it? I've got more meetings today. And I would like to do some videos for you, but I don't know if I can at the moment. However, should we do some shout-outs? Okay. First of all, we're going to do super thanks. This is the love art under the video. I don't think it displays on most of the screens around here. It's a love heart under the video. Bino283 bought me a coffee, if you like. Oh, no, stop. Rewind. Went to a board meeting yesterday, hours and hours, all that planning emergency shit and all that. Then we went on to my dad, didn't we? But when me and Laura left that meeting, I took her for a quick bite to eat, very quick bite to eat. It was very rushed, right? I went, we've got to go. I'm live at 8 here, 7 UK, same as tonight, hopefully, all right? We've got to go, Dad. We haven't got time to sit around, just get some grub. Shot home. We were passing Aldi or Lidl up here, I'm not really sure what it's called. That's how often I go, Lidl, I think. And I went, she went, I need to go to the supermarket. I went, babe, I've got to be live in literally 3 minutes. I can do a lot in 3 minutes, girls, right? She went, oh, well, just drop me here then. It's probably half a mile away from my house. She went, just drop me here, I'll make my own way home. I was like, all right then. Because I had to get here for you guys. Really, last night after that meeting, I was like, oh, do you know what? I just want to curl up on the sofa and go to sleep. And I had loads of work to do. I knew I had at least 4 hours work to do. But I was here for the live stream and she had to carry her own shopping bag, right? Because I wanted to be here for my peoples. Yeah. And she spent 50 fucking euros in Aldi as well. Fucking, what was it she bought last night, fellas? Pillowcases. She said, when I dropped her off at the supermarket, she went, is there anything you want? I went, no, I don't want anything, thanks, I'm fine. Cheers, go to stream in a minute. Fucking late, can't believe I'm late. Would you want anything? Yes, a piece of quiet. Get out of the car, I'm rushing. Next minute, flashes up on my phone, because, you know, she's using my card, flashes up on my phone, therefore on my watch, which is connected, 50 fucking 3 euros for something I didn't want. What did she say last night? We were on a live stream when she came in. Everyone saw her on live stream because I interrogated her live on here. She went, I got some honey for my tea. And berries for breakfast. Berries for breakfast, isn't it? And you wonder why I call her HRH. Anyway, Beano. Hello, Beano. Thanks, Dunk. The comments across all the usuals are going in one single direction. Really can't understand Carragher's point in saying that the fans are divided. I will listen to Jamie Carragher. Gets right on my fucking nerves. I'm sorry. When he played for Liverpool, I thought he was mint. I loved him. You know what I mean? And spoke to his dad. We had conversations on Blower and that. Lovely people. But once you get involved in Sky and that, I can't understand Carragher's point in saying that the fans are divided. There is no division for what I'm seeing. Have a great day. Just put a little Irish flag in that there. Reminds me of Magnus, or Bulmers, should I say. Yeah, I don't think there's any division. Listen, I'll be honest with you. Out of my comments, 99.9% of people want to change the club. Definitely. You'll get one or two in there. Thanks, Bino. I appreciate you, man. Thank you for finding the super thanks button. Also, yes, Prod. Same again, coffee, if you like. Thanks for always providing real news, coming on as a fun, positive channel. YNWA from Maryland in the States. How nice is that? I remember at school when I was 10, they used to have a notice board in the hallway and they used to put pen pal connections up on the wall, you know, and it'd say like, Paul, age 10, plays soccer or likes American football, whatever. Maryland, Dallas, New York, whatever. And that was the only connection we had to the other side of the world was a notice board, and you could take it and you could become pen friends and write to them. It was great. Now we've got people all over the world watching this video. It's true. Yes, Prod, thank you for supporting me. Resurgent channel member, Schwat, thank you for being a channel member. Thank you for not cancelling your channel membership. I see some of them sneaking out. But they soon come back when there's a male stand, don't they? Eh? Now, don't get me wrong. I'm sure some people are going to have to cut back. I get it. I do it all the time. Right? Listen, I've just cancelled my Netflix subscription just to save a few quid. What is it? 17, 18, 19, 20? I don't know. Maybe it don't make a big deal. But I understand, you know. I'd rather have my Netflix. And she said to me yesterday, I put Netflix on, it's not working. I went, it was because I cancelled it. Don't watch it. She went, well, I watch it all the time. So you fucking pay for it then. No, I didn't say that. But that's what I thought. But some people don't cancel because they need to cut back. They cut back, do you know what I mean? They cut the fucking membership because I'm not fucking supporting him. So it's conditional, isn't it? Whereas I got more time for my people. Some people have been on here from fucking day one and I don't care if Dunk's had 2 weeks off. He's my pal. It's not going to make much of a difference to my life. I know you are. Resurgent, a channel member. All right. Monday Madness, have a bevy, fella. Look at that. My people's buying me a drink. Someone right now, a hater's just gone like that. I'm not having that. Someone buying him a drink. Fucking disgusting. And here I am, sat here in my bed sit, miserable as fucking sin. No one's coming round and giving me a fiver to get a fucking drink. That's because you're a miserable cunt and you're not offering anything to anybody. Get out there, do something. You know what I'm saying? He wouldn't buy me a drink if he didn't appreciate my time and effort, would he? Matt Mason, singer. Thanks. Got me a coffee. He's all right, he's Matt, lovely fella. I've got a present from Matt over there behind the camera in the corner. I won't turn the camera down, but it's over there. He bought me a present. Well, I don't know if he bought that or made that. I think he bought it. He won't have made that. I ain't got time for that. But he did write me a card that came with it as well. Lovely. And it's in my lounge right here. That's how important and nice that is. Matt's a great guy. I hope you're watching, Matt. Now, Goss, my big brother now. You won't believe how much of a guy this is, how much he's helped me. Honestly, he's coming here to see me soon. He's coming here to stay here. So if I end up dead, you know why. But he's coming over in May. It's true. Lovely. Lovely fella. Channel member, Squad. Brilliant. Mark the Legend, there's another one. Thanks, Dunk. Have a great day, brother. Channel member. And Errol, same again. And I think we're more or less up to date on that because it goes back 5 days then. All right. Don't think there's anything on PayPal or Monzo. Those links are in the video description if you want to investigate. They're instant. They come through instantly, like literally instant, without YouTube taking anything, obviously. Revolut. This is my beer kitty. It's not looking good for the weekend, I've got to be honest with you. But I'll say the same thing I said last weekend because it worked. I'll say the same thing as I said last weekend. I don't deserve a drink on Saturday. I'll tell you what, to be honest with you, you won't believe what's happened this weekend. Like, see, did you see that? That means you don't want to know about it. It's stressful. But we got a massive game on Sunday. Massive game on Sunday. And there's a lot of things happening around it. So I absolutely really want to go for a drink at the weekend. I do. Saturday night, I don't think that's going to be possible because the game's 12 on Sunday morning, and I need to be at the stadium at 8 o'clock in the morning on Sunday because I'm doing something for my community. All right. However, Sunday night, I want to get absolutely blathered. And I don't go out to get blathered. I go out to enjoy myself socially. But you wouldn't believe what stuff's going on this week and the responsibility that's been put on me this weekend. Serious bits. All right. I can't tell you, it's confidential, but massive responsibility. So Sunday night, I'll either be wanting a drink for celebrations or commiserations. I can't wait till Sunday night, to be honest with you. Anyway, let's have a look and see if there is anything here. Let's have a look. Well, Niall, obviously, because Niall's just a fucking hero. Yesterday, Paul K, who I was telling you about, who is having a nightmare health-wise, bought me a beer yesterday, like a Magners, if you like. And I think I mentioned this on the live stream. Paul's going through some abysmal, awful, horrific situations at the moment. And instead of coming on here and leaving stupid comments or being mean to people, bought me a drink. See what I mean about my peoples? Yeah? Thinking of other people, even though they could be sat here crying and whinging about themselves. But that's Paul for you. I've known Paul a while and he's a good kid. Love him to bits. Okay, what else have we got? Traumatic as well. Now, Traumatic is my token black friend. Now, that might offend some people. Good. All right? Because it doesn't offend Traumatic. And we have that little bit of banter between us. Right? So you'll see his comments in my videos. Traumatic. And you'll see a little... Is it brown or black? I don't even know. You need to get Dulux chart out. What are you allowed to say these days, Remy? I don't know what you can say. What? Oh, saying token black friend probably fucked it up anyway. Okay. Traumatic is a different shade to me. At the moment, I'm a bit of a red, high obesity, blood pressure red. And it's not really, it's Mediterranean sun. I'm just trying to poke fun at myself. But Traumatic... You know what I mean? Like, I like people like that. Instead of people like Chocolate Colin. Now, don't link them together, right? Let me just steady on, right? Because listen, before you start cops locking me to death. All right? Look for Spectre in the comment section. He'll explain to you who Chocolate Colin is, right? I once ate some chocolate, dark chocolate, right? Here in Spain, on camera, on a morning briefing. And it had a wrapper on it. There's a little thing like that. And I opened it up. And the name of it was a word that you could not really should say. But in Spanish, I'm not doing a Luis Suarez on you here, right? It was just saying that it was dark chocolate. That's it. And he started the racist card. So he on about me some chocolate. Says it on the thing. He was Colin. We never seen him again because I got rid of him. So he's called Chocolate Colin. So it's not because he's... Well, we don't know, to be honest. But I think it was Spectre called him Chocolate Colin. So if you ever come on a live stream, where's Chocolate Colin? It's Colin that got banned from the channel because he was upset about some chocolate that was perfectly... This is the kind of stuff we go through on here, guys. Anyway, Traumatic. Chocolate or not. Milk chocolate. Hey, see what I did there? We have banter, don't we? We have banter. We don't... Listen, I could give a fuck about those people in society that are awful, miserable, offended for everything, offended on behalf of other people. I had this conversation the other day with one of the first team players. We were talking about political divide and racism in America. And what I said to him is what I'm going to repeat to you right now. Well, first of all, I didn't say this, but I don't see colour in anyone when I meet them, in any situation, right? That's number one. Number two is, I forgot what number two is. What's number two? What was it? What was that I said to him? Oh, what I said to him was, in life, all I care about is if you're a good person. I actually said a good egg, right? A good person. Like, I don't care if someone's gay, straight, black, white, religious, atheist. I don't care. I don't care about anyone's political beliefs. I don't care. If you're a good person, or if you try to be good in life, an asset maybe, that's all that matters to me. What do you think? Are you like that? Yeah? I had a conversation recently with someone in a bar around here. And I know this person, and they're a very nice person. And they said to me, can I ask you a question? It was one of those when you've been sat at a table for hours, right, having a drink. And I went, yeah, you can ask me anything. And they went, what's your experience of Muslims? What do you think of Muslims? And I said, absolutely positive. I said, I know a lot of Muslims because of my YouTube channel. Every Muslim I've ever met. It's been fucking nice to me. I mean, don't get me wrong, I always check the rooks. But you see, I'm only saying that because Cass might be on here. Now, Cass is a Muslim that I met in Birmingham, which won't surprise you. Right? I met in Birmingham. Right? And Cass is amazing. Peace be upon him, brother. Right? Cass came to meet me at the Cop Talk get-together years ago. Well, not years ago, 2 years ago, I think it was. And he doesn't, want to be in, or his family, his parents don't want him to be in drinking establishments, right? Well, I was in the drinking establishment, and he came to see me, and his parents were like, what do you mean you're going there? And he went, I'm going to go and see Dunk. And they went, oh, that's all right then. Because they knew who I was. And I thought that was super cute. They don't want him anywhere near that. But he was coming to see me. And Cass, a Muslim, turned up, didn't blow me up or nothing, didn't want to take over the area that I was in, right? Didn't want to lob me head off or anything. What he did was bring me a big box of sweets, like a big tin of sweets, right? Therefore, my experience was a positive one, because he brought me some chocolate. The point I'm saying here is, and this is the conversation I had in the bar, was don't believe all the shit you see on the news, because they just want a shit stir, or social media, because this is exactly word for word what I said. Every Muslim person that I've ever met in my life, in the UK, for example, just wants a quiet life, just wants to be part of civilization, don't want to change anything, nothing. Now, of course, there are people on the extremes of that, just like there's people on the extremes of everything in society. But drama, shit stirring sells, which is why you get these people on news, they'll say something, blow it out of proportion, maybe shouldn't use blow it, say so, exaggerate it, or maybe it's true, but it doesn't necessarily mean that person saying it, wanting it, whatever, represents everybody. But then you get people that are angry, that read it on social media or the news and lose the shit. And also, in fairness to some people, you get people that pass a comment, let's say, for example, about the boats coming over from France, and someone might say, a legitimate opinion like, we have to do something about this illegal immigration. We've got to stop these boats, It's not good. They shouldn't be, deemed a racist. Because when they are, that then antagonises them, and that grows racism, in my opinion. Because then you've got ordinary people go, I'll say what I fucking want. Do you know what I mean? And why does all of that happen? Because of social media, right? And we know there's a lot of scumbags on there, right? And I'm pointing at the TV behind the camera, the news. Good Morning Britain, Great Britain News, Sky News, BBC, doesn't matter, all right? They just want to pit us all off against each other, which is why football, whether it's this level, our manager that was at Atletico Madrid, the Premier League with Liverpool, that's why football has to be our release, because it brings all of us football fans together. And we're all equal. We're all one. When you go to Anfield, It doesn't matter about the person sat next to you, what they look like, because you're cheering on the same team. And that's what we need in society. That's what we need in society, where we're all cheering on the same thing. And instead of fighting each other and being upset over something or dramatising something and shit stirring, channel that energy and aggression, if necessary, passive aggression, to the media and these social media companies that allow hatred to be stirred up. Because I'm telling you now, guys, when I was in America, I was speaking with a lad that was, pro, sort of like Black Lives Matter and all that sort of stuff, right? Which is another subject. And he said to me, I spoke to him about racism, and he said, racism will never stop in America. I said, why? He went, because it makes too much money. And I thought about it, and I thought, yeah, he's fucking right. He's right. Don't be a racist. Don't be a fucking idiot. Do you know what I mean? Just be nice. Be an asset to everyone, right? If an Indian fella upsets you in the street one day, calls you a fucking faggot or something, I'm going to get my video's going to get banned, but it's commentary, right? If he calls you a nasty name, don't for the rest of your life then hate Indian people. I once got beat up by some Geordies. Look. Right? So I was 15, 16, and these big fellas, and they were men, like 30s and the 40s, battered the fuck out of me. 2 o'clock in the morning, me and my uncle. Left me, I went home and my lip was literally like that. But you can see it, even when it's shut. Right? I don't hate Newcastle fans because of that, or people from Newcastle. It's one of those things, isn't it? Dickheads. I'm sure there's plenty of Liverpool fans done it over the years. So, nah, fuck that. Anyway, I've enjoyed today's video. I'm sure it's offended a lot of people. Couldn't care less. All I care about is my beer kitty. Now, if this video don't warrant a beer, there's something wrong. Now, if you're a Muslim, we're not having that shite either. No, we're not having that shite. Don't be giving me all that peace be upon him. Can't drink the poison, fucking whatever you want to call it. No. I can assure you on Sunday morning, or maybe Monday if I have a drink on Sunday night, I'll be having a bacon sandwich, all right? I'm just saying. I love bacon. You guys don't know what you're missing out on. I'm telling you. And going back to Cass, my Muslim friend, right? When he met me in the bar, you ask him. First thing I did when he came up to me was fucking pat him down. Bants. Do you know what I mean? Am I not allowed to do that? Oh, it's offended me. Do you know what I mean? Like, Cass, man, I've known it for years on here. In my live streams and that. Like, Cass, I'm sorry I've got to do this, but just turn around. He was like, fuck off, you cheeky. Do you know what I mean? He probably didn't swear, actually, because he was a lovely lad. We'd have a laugh, don't we? Yeah, it's buckets. Right, I'm off. I've enjoyed this. What was I saying? Oh, my Revolut. Yeah, there's now in it. There's a little bit in it. I'm pretending there's now in it. There's now in it, guys. I'd love a drink at weekend. In fact, if you're a Muslim, you can get me a coffee. There's no way out of it. Do you know what? Cass has never bought me a fucking coffee, ever. He hasn't. He did bring me some chocolates, though, so I let him off. He used to come up live stream on a Saturday night. You know, Saturday night streaming, right? And he used to come on stream and I used to start playing, no, it weren't that one. It was the other one. What's the other one that they like? The 7-inch version. Oh, dear, I'm in so much trouble. I don't care. I haven't said a single thing in here that I haven't gone out of my way to offend anyone. The problem is society gets offended by everything, right? If you really think, right, that I have a problem with anyone that I'm poking fun at or anything, then you are brain dead. Are you allowed to say brain dead? You know what I mean? Like, this is the whole thing. You have to ask, what can I say? I love everyone, mate. I love everyone. I love my haters. I love them too. You know what I mean? I'd hate to be them. But they've got their own reason for being who they are. And maybe it's warranted. Maybe I've said something at one point or not looked after them, or maybe took, the girlfriend away from them. Maybe they just still love me now and they still message me secretly and they don't know. Yeah? Mm-hmm. They'll be like that now. See what I know? Is she messaging him? Well, you never know, do you? So that deserves a thumbs down, I guess. But you know what I mean? Like, It's true. We should be able to just all get along. Football brings us all together, doesn't it? Apart from when it's kicking everyone's teeth in. Yeah. Anyway, I'm not fucking anyway. I got things to do. I'm hoping to do a live stream tonight at 7 o'clock if you can join me. All right. I think I did all my shout outs. I don't know. If I've missed you out, please let me know. Jokes apart now, here comes a grip. Please thumbs up the video if you're not a butthurt person and you thought, you know what, you're right, really. If you are a butthurt person, you've got to do what's... If it makes you feel better in your little world, you thumbs down this video. All right? And the rest of us will have a laugh. I hope you can see the thumbs down. I don't know if you can see how many thumbs up or thumbs down. Can you see that? Not sure if you can. I should tell you, really. My most thumbs down video recently, what do you reckon it was? What do you reckon it was? I can tell you right now what it was. It was a video titled, I couldn't use the exact wording because it contains a swear word, was be an asset, not an arsehole, which is basically my message in this video. And that got the most dislikes ever on this channel. Think about that. Yeah, be an asset, because in other words, I was saying be important to, to people, be an asset, be a value. If you're of no, value to anyone and you're just an arsehole, no one's going to give a fuck about you. And it obviously touched a nerve with those people. What's wrong with saying be an asset, be good, be nice, try and be nice? The thing is, some people don't want to know the truth. I had this conversation this morning, with someone. Like, the thing is, if there's people that will just sit around all the time, I ain't got time. Have you got patience for that? And I see him on Facebook. There's a woman that lives near here, always fucking... In fact, I haven't seen her for ages. Last time I spoke to her, she sent me nudes. She did. No, they weren't nudes, though. No, it was a tight white top with a Ford Escort hubcap showing. She went, what do you think of this? I said, it's all right. I've seen boobs before. What's the big... I've never understood that. Do you want to see my boobs? Not really. I want to see your bacon. To be honest with you, I want to see your Yorkshire puddings, and that isn't a euphemism. I want to see how good your Yorkshires are on a Sunday. Seriously. Now, Laura, she's got cracking Yorkshires. Oh, my fucking days. Honest, just right size to get in your mouth. You know what I mean? I prefer the Frey Bentos, in a Frey Bentos tin, though, the ones that you struggle to get in your mouth, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? Nice and fluffy. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have made this video. I don't know. Fuck it. I made the video. What you're seeing in this video is a real human being. The good sides, the bad sides, the mistakes I make, the good things I do, the stupid things I do, say, whatever. Can't keep everyone happy. But my heart's in the right place. And if you ever needed help, even if you're one of my haters and I could help you, I'm that fucking stupid that I would try and help you. All right? Now, if that don't make me a good egg, then nothing ever will. Please thumbs up the video if you enjoyed it. Thumbs it down if you're a motherfucker. Drop me a comment. I'd love to hear from you. If there's anything in this video you can relate to, let me know. Please tell me, your thoughts on Liverpool at the moment. Anything. It inspires me it keeps my mind going as to what I should be talking about. This is a morning briefing. I'll talk about what I want in it. I'm very grateful to you guys that are with me on my journey in life. And I know it's nearly an hour and 15 minutes that some people will be like, brilliant, we've got a fucking proper morning briefing from Dunk. All right, guys, I've got to go. WhatsApp message, who's this? It's Laura. Do you want to see what Laura looks like? Have you ever seen Laura? Do you want to see my girlfriend? She's actually my fiancée, really. That's my chick. What do you think? And she actually does look like that. That's not like, she hasn't, you can still see the bags under her eyes, the wrinkles. Look, there's wrinkles under her eyes. Don't tell her I said that. But it was the first thing I did. I was like, she's pretty. Let's have a quick, she's got wrinkles. But she's nearly 50, though. Nearly 50. She's all right, isn't she? She's punching, I think. I think she's punching me. She'll be punching me if she is. We fucking mentioned the wrinkles. Right, I'm off. See you later, guys. Oh, no. Hang on a minute. Thumbs up, comment. There's a super thanks button. I love that if you want to support my channel. I'm doing a lot for my community at the moment, which means I'm suffering financially. I am. Fucking am. I don't, this is between me and you, right? I don't think, and I'm completely honest, I tell you when I do well, like August, September time, I don't think I'll meet my required threshold this month on revenue. And what I mean by that is I do not think there will be enough revenue this month to cover everything. I think. But I spoke to Laura this morning and I went, it's the 23rd, there's a week left, right? So maybe. But I have conveyed this to the club as well. And I said, look, I hope you realise where I'm putting myself out here. But we just got to try and get this club up the league, into the new league, into another league. Or if we don't get automatic promotion, then we'll go for the playoffs. If we don't get promoted, we start again. As Stephen Gerrard once said, we go again, and we will go again. All right? That's football, and it's lovely sometimes. Won't be lovely if we don't go up. Stadium full of people, fucking. In the video description is linked to the matchday program. Monzo, PayPal, and Revolut. Revolut's my beer kitty for the weekend. I can't have a skinful on Saturday because we've got the game on Sunday. But see that straight away. Excuse me. All being well. Things will go all right on Sunday. I desperately need the other team, Eldense, to lose. They've got to lose. They've got to drop points. Do you know, I went to watch them the other day. I'll tell you this quick story. I know you like it when I stay a little bit longer. So I went to watch the under-19s play near Valencia. They asked me, would I go along, take some photographs? I went, yeah, of course. And they were like, how much do we pay you? I went, I don't want paying, lads. I'll come and do the pictures for you. Yeah, but it's a long way. It doesn't matter. I'm just showing you how much of a nice guy I am. Good egg, asset, not an arsehole, right? The club said to me, you don't have to go. I went, no, I will do it for the kids. How can you turn the kids down, right? So I got the pictures for them. Afterwards, I was driving back afterwards, and our rivals at the top of the table were Eldense. They were playing at a ground on my way back. And I calculated if I left the under-19 game bang on full time, I would get there in time to watch it, and I did with 5 minutes to spare. A first team player went with me. They turned out for the under-19s because they're young, right? So they were like, can you play for the under-19s? Well, not can you, you are playing for. So this first team player spoke to me, said, are you going to the game? I said, yeah, I'm going today. And I said, afterwards, I'm going to call it and watch Eldense play. And he went, could I come with you if they're all right with that, not going on the bus? Because I was offered the opportunity to go on the bus, but I was like, no, I'll take my car. And I wouldn't have been able to go to that game, right? I said, yeah, if it's all right with them, come with me. So me and this first team player went to watch Eldense play, our rivals. And you can imagine that, you can't get really good, accurate information as to the latest score. So I knew everybody down here would be like, what score is it? What's happening? We needed them to draw or lose. So people were messaging me. The first team player was in a group chat with the lads from the first team, and they kept messaging, what's happening? About the 77th minute, the general manager of the club messaged me and went, Duncan, what's going on today? It looked like scoring. And I went, they've got possession completely. This other team were, strugglers. I said, but they've got possession, but the other team have kept them out so far, but it is all attack, really, from the opposition. And they scored, and they didn't deserve to fucking score. When you say, well, what do you mean didn't deserve to score? I mean that they just never looked like scoring, to be honest. You'll see the team defended so, and they scored, so we lost 1-0. And the first team player that went with me, because he'd been playing for the under-19s, he had the club shorts on with the club badge. He had a club polo shirt with the club badge here. And when we pulled up outside the stadium, he went, Duncan, I'm in my fucking full kit. Not the kit that you were on the pitch in, but training gear or whatever, travelling gear. And obviously we're going to go and see the opposition. So he rolled up his sleeve, what do you call it? His shorts, one side of his shorts, so the badge was not displayed. So his shorts were like that, if you know what I mean, on each leg. And then he had a tracksuit top and he put that over his shoulder to cover his logo, so he was undercover. And then about a minute before the end of the game, he went, shall we leave? It's like, yeah, come on, let's go, mate. Ah, dear me. Anyway, that's it. That's my last story for the day. We need them to lose. That's it. It's that simple, really. And they've got 2 challenging games, and we've got to win our 2, and we'll just see what happens. All right, guys? In the video description, my Revolut is my beer kitty. Hopefully Sunday night I can go for a beer. Until then, I'll do my best to catch up with you. I'm planning on being live on here this evening at 7 p.m. UK time. I do have some meetings to do. I've got some very, very important documents to do for the club. But I'll try and get on here with you as well, all right? And like I say, the season finishes around the 10th of May. That's if you win the league. If you don't, there's going to be playoffs, right? But then my routine's going to be a little bit different again, okay? I do appreciate you watching my video. Let me know if you watch to the end. If you're one of my peoples, and by that I mean someone that's here for the right reasons, you thumbs up a vid. Don't mean you've got to, but you make the effort. If you do a genuine thumbs down, I didn't like that one, that's all right. Even though the people that normally do it, but fucking bitches, whatever. Comments are nice to hear from you occasionally. You don't have to do it all the time. I just, sometimes people come on my live stream. You'll see me in a live stream. Hey, Red John, where have you been? I ain't seen you for a while. How do I remember that? But I can't remember my own name or what day of week it is. But I know when one of my peoples has been AWOL for a while. Because I care. And I do care about you. All right? Henry the Hero, if you're watching, keep going, pal. All right? Be good. See you later, guys. Hopefully we'll speak real soon. Don't forget, 7 o'clock this evening, all being well. The only way it will go ahead is if I go to a meeting or something. But I should be here. Thank you.